What is going on, guys? It's here coming at you with another Binding of Isaac video here on the channel. Now, I am going to be trying to be something a bit different. I am going to change up some of the audio settings again. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but we got a mom's nice start. Yeah, I noticed a lot of like bad sounds on some of the other videos. I'm going to try to get it fixed this time. We can get that worked out. I just finished watching well, yesterday actually, but it was the Raw on Netflix, which was absolutely amazing. For those of you who have been around for a while, you know that I'm a pretty big wrestling fan, and man, it was so good. Like it's such a crazy time, dude, with the kind of the reach that I guess you can say wrestling has now, compared to when I used to watch it. Obviously, it was pretty popular when I used to watch it, but it's just in a whole another world right now, and it's very, very nice. The show was amazing, and I always try to explain to people that don't watch wrestling like exactly what it is, because it is hard to explain. Ooh. But don't think of wrestling as like a sport or like anything like that. Think of it like a TV show, right? It's a show about, oh man, what will we even take here? I mean, Sacred Heart would have to be the play, but I don't think that Rock Bottom is really gonna do a whole lot for us, even though it wouldn't hurt. But yes, don't think of wrestling like a sport or anything like that. Think of it, it's a show about wrestling. Does that make sense? Wrestling, we'll take Sacred Heart here. Wrestling is a show about a wrestling show. This is the best way I can describe it. I know it's kind of confusing, but that's pretty much what it is. All the characters and wrestlers and all that, they're all bigger than life, yes, but they're all in their own little like vacuum, right? And the cool thing about wrestling, that compared to other shows, is that yes, it is scripted, obviously, and it's not gonna be super it's really noticeable for anybody who's watching that it is a scripted show, but it is like you're watching like Game of Thrones, for example. It's the same thing. Like, it's not any different. It just happens on a week to week basis. A week for the wrestlers is a week for us. Like, it's pretty cool in that sense. Makes me very, very happy. It's a very, very good show, and I think y'all should give it a try. If y'all haven't seen wrestling, then you would like it. But it is a really amazing time for it to be on Netflix. As a global reach, that's the best way to say it. So yeah, this run is very very, yeah, for lack of a better word, yeah, that's how I can describe it. This run is taking a quick turn into something that can possibly just stomp through the whole game, but we'll see. There we go. They did just get home. It's very cold where I live, which is not very common. But I mean, I'm happy. I'm down for cold, man. I love cold weather. Cold weather is my favorite thing ever, and I would do anything to live in a place that has actual cold weather, but unfortunately I don't. That being said, though, I would like to live up north, like Washington and stuff like that. And I know people are like, "Oh, once you get used to the snow, it's annoying. Once you get used to the weather, it's annoying." And I get that, right? I understand. I understand that it must not be a lot of fun to be around weather like that when you've been around it your whole life. But I mean, I've been around it a few times, and I love it, man. I cannot underestimate, or I cannot state more how much I love weather like that. I hate that people try to like undermine you. I don't know what this does. What does this do? I won't take it. You know what? At this point, there's nothing. We have no range though. Kind of a bad thing. But yeah, I don't like when people try to undermine that you like cold weather, because they're like, "Oh yeah, well you wouldn't like it if you had to deal with this. You wouldn't like it." Like, I don't care, bro. I really don't care. I just like cold weather, man. I care about your weekly battles with cold weather. Pageant boy, all right. Let's go for angel deals, man. We don't need any damage. I also could have taken the Titanic Bible, or used it at least, but kind of forgot. But I'm gonna pretend like I didn't and pretend it was on purpose. Yeah, but our range can work here. I have the Tiger King cut. Cool. And with the pageant boy little tiara on top. That's a little touch. I've been getting a lot of Isaac videos on my TikTok, which is weird. Because I did get, you know, the occasional Isaac video here and there, but it's been a lot. But man, this, not gonna lie, this community is a bit odd sometimes with like the way they edit their videos and all that. It's funny. Always a good time. Right, well, nothing we really want. To be honest, Dad's Key has been giving us just a good amount of value. I don't think I'm going to give it up for anything else, to be honest. At least not right now. Obviously, there's better items that we could get that I would switch it out for, but anything in the items shop, probably not. Trying to think of anything in the item room that could replace Dad's Key. Obviously, something like Crystal Ball would be something I would definitely use. Trade. The Titanic Bible was also something that was pretty good, but we didn't have any keys when we saw it. Kinda didn't sell me on the fact of picking it up. But our range is really bad, and with Ipecac, our stats are gonna be a little lacking for the most part. For now, at least Tears rate, and you don't need a lot of Tears rate with Mom's Knives. You actually don't even need a lot of stats in general, to be honest. Damage is kind of what a shot. Damage is one of the only things that's really gonna like matter. Something blew up down here. Yeah, not the devil deal or angel deal. It's kind of unfortunate. We don't really need it, but I think something defensive would be better since we don't have a lot of range, but we are doing a good amount of damage. Something like Holy Mantle would be amazing. Serpent's Kiss actually does pretty good amount for us here as well. Every time we hit something with our body, we can actually get a black soul heart for it. We kill them. If we can find a way to make ourselves invincible, something like the Book of Shadows, that would be really good for our run here. Also, I realized I don't gotta use these bombs. I'm sure somebody's laughing at me in the comments, but yeah, we can do that. Yeah, if we were to get Book of Shadows, we can get a lot of HP by just ramming into things. Obviously, we can kill things with Mom's Knife, and if we don't, we can use the contact damage we get from Serpent's Kiss to kill things and maybe get ourselves some HP, like this. Watch that. Yep. Make sure we don't die around here. Yeah, kind of like that. Still works when we have shielding too, which is very cool. So I think it should also work with things like Game Boy Kid. I don't think we had anything in the shop that can synergize with this, right? I have a pretty good amount of HP on the floor. Yeah, Sacrum wouldn't have been part of the question. We're gonna be okay. Obviously, with Petrified Poop, we have the chance to make a good amount of money whenever we find poops. We find a Cards Against Humanity card that can also give us a lot of money. We seem to have a pretty good amount of HP right now. And yeah, I think we say goodbye to Dad's Key and take flight. So flight gives us a lot more movement speed, which honestly we needed. I don't really care too much about anything else. I mean, the flight is always honestly really good, but we don't need the flight more than we need the actual speed up here. Yeah, we need some stats. Need them pronto. right? We really do have to keep our angel deal here, though. I see how that get hit. Did that seem like it hit us? I don't know. That one didn't seem on. All right. Go hearts? No. Very nice. We got saved here by the game. Left hand is very good for devil deal possibilities, but it's also really good for something like HP. Since actually the red chest can drop a good amount of soul hearts. If you're ever low on HP, then the left hand wouldn't be the worst thing to pick up. Not just for devil deal chest or anything like that. Yeah, I think we want to take that as well. Slowing down enemies should make this a whole lot easier for us, especially with the low tears rate and range that we have on our mom's knife. We can't really be running around doing a whole lot. Have to really aim our attacks here. Okay, yeah, we can take that. That actually fits the agenda that we have for the run. We did get it, unfortunately. I'd prefer not to get it there to make sure that we can get it on the next floor, but you do. But yeah, Raw on Netflix was fantastic, man. If you haven't seen wrestling in a few years, might be time. Might be time. Man, it is crazy good. The most talent I think I've ever seen at one time. Could be there. Right, so I think right now what's keeping us back is definitely our tears rate and our range. Usually you don't need a high amount of tears for mom's knife because you're kind of just shooting it once and insta killing whatever is in front of you. The problem with having a really low tears rate like we do right now is that it's kind of hard to send the knife flying in any direction. And not only that, but we also don't have a lot of range. So even if we do try and send it somewhere, it's not going to go very far. And that is obviously a problem. Now, we do have a few things that synergize with close range combat. Like Serpent's Kiss, like Emerald. Obviously, Sacred Heart's going to help us aim our shots, even though we don't necessarily shoot them very far. So we do have some things going for us here, but still the range is going to be a big problem. And the tears rate isn't going to help as well. So we're going to try to get that fixed here. Hopefully, the angel deal give us the tears up. Or a boss item, you never know. Or something here. There's not a lot we can get from... not a lot we can really get from the shop that would help us in that regard. Can look. That was definitely worth a take here. We can take booster pack, sure. Here we go. Take a world card. We're gonna save this for the next floor. Card is very good. Got a full card. All right, so we are gonna take this. You can use this somewhere. Or here, we can just use it here. It's not really that big of a deal. But we are gonna take our world card just to make sure we have mapping for the next floor. They're definitely gonna make boss rush on this one, which is very nice. A lot more money here. Unfortunately, we can't reroll anything else, but be fine. Yeah, okay. Should be good to go here. Yeah. Like how the spikes go down like 30 seconds after the dude dies. All right, this is what we wanted here. So our only goal right now, we have a lot of time, but our goal is to find the Tinted Skull to allow us to leave the boss rush floor. Hopefully we can stop taking damage. That would be preferred. Go ahead and do this. Hopefully we don't have to come back to check that other room over there. But yes, we are definitely going to be using this as well. We can actually get double the boss rush if we hurry. Go ahead and do this real quick. We have to leave 1 bomb for the Tinted Skull. We've gotten double boss rush a few times before. This is a very difficult thing to get. You have to have a pretty good early game run to do it. Pretty much have to beat, what, 6 floors? 20 minutes? Kind of really hard to dodge that attack there. There it is. We found that there. I can grab this key. We are going to go to the shop, but we're going to do this for here. Let's make sure we get this out of the way. Also get a few chances for an angel deal as well. Honestly, very useful. Not really a lot of consumables we need, so we are going to hurry here. Might stop for a bomb or 2 if we get that along the way, but yeah, so that's kind of the problem with what we got going on here. You cannot really dodge that, at least not reliably. Able to take mom out here with 1 shot. Yep. We'll take damage. We didn't get a double deal. That's fine. And I take this. Okay. So with Virgo, we actually have unlocked a few things here. If we take damage at all, we might get a shield, and we can use that shield to get us some more black soul hearts with Serpent's Kiss. We just have to be hyper aware of when that shield procs. So if that shield decides to proc at any point, you need it. Yeah, we'll take chaos. All right, cool. Got everything we needed. Let's go ahead and hit that item room over here, or that dice room. Try to see if we can get another boss rush, man. Hopefully we don't get a Curse of the Blind. Don't. Very good. Curse of Darkness, but that's not big of a deal. 5 minutes. We should technically be able to. Oh my god, I got stuck on the wall. Should technically be able to do everything we have to do here. Oh my. Go ahead and do this. We need a bomb, but we'll come back for it. Also, I think we can go ahead and drop this trinket already. I think it has definitely served its purpose. But this is what I mean, that even if you have some good items, I mean, we're not really in any trouble of dying here, like at all. But this is what I mean, that having good items does not mean that the run is guaranteed. Okay, this game will do everything to end your run, and right now we made some choices that we have to live with, and that's okay. Actually, something we really need. We might actually go for that instead of the shop, to be honest. Like, we'll look inside the shop, but Mom's perfume with the big tears up, and it's kind of weird wanting to ask for a range, because that's always a stat we really don't need, like 99% of the time. Right now we need it. Very nice. So we will take the Polaroid here. Look at this. Gonna take Guppy. I know we're gonna lose a lot of HP, but that's not really a big deal to me. We're gonna keep the flight. That's not gonna do anything for us. I guess we can take. That's not gonna do anything for that. We'll take this. It'll help us with some things following us. All right. So we got the legendary double boss rush, which is pretty cool. See if we can find ourselves anything more useful on this floor. Now we can go. The only thing we have to do is check out the shop to make sure we don't need the money for anything else. And if we don't, we can go ahead and play that, even though that is probably where we're gonna play, unless we find something crazy in here. we're gonna go for that. But we do have chaos, so you never know. Yeah, there's definitely something crazy in here. Okay, all right, well. Really didn't want to grab that, but that's all right. Okay, we can grab some of the items in here, man. Look at that. Oh boy. All right, so if you can grab this here. Okay. Definitely great. That would also be good. I think it should still work with what we got. Also, I think we grabbed okay, we're gonna grab this. I know we have a breakfast item there, but go ahead and just get rid of all this HP right now while we can. Do we need all this? I don't know. Actually, might not need all this money, but we're gonna try to get these items as best as we can. Also, we didn't grab the tears up. We grabbed HP up. These also give us tears. Pretty cool. The cool thing about having binge eater is that we are not going to lose out on any stats. One, because we have the pony, so we cannot leave the pony because it locks us in at 150 speed and 1.50, which means that even if we take every binge eater item we find, we cannot lose speed. We are set. We fixed a lot of our problems with binge eater. It's actually the one item that can fix all of our problems at once. As you can tell, we're shooting a lot faster. Binge eater is also helping us with every other stat. We are going to get more range, more tears, more damage. This run is looking pretty good. And thanks to Sacred Heart, we have homing, so we don't have to worry about really aiming our shots if we don't want to. We're gonna try, but we don't gotta do it. I have a feeling that I am. Nope, that's not the case. And there's been a lot of flu going around, and I don't get that. Yeah, what would be the worst here? Funny game. Oh, we can maybe get a few hits here. Get a proc on the shield. Super worth it. What do we drop back there? I don't know if we had a trinket, but probably not that good. If I don't remember what it is, I'm sure it's not the greatest. Have to be careful here because our tiers are still not good enough to really rely on. For the crazy homing shot. You can also do this and get like full charges on the horse thanks to the 4.5 volt. So when we fight something tankier, that's when we're gonna be able to do the actual damage. And maybe we can even have a full-on like full heart infinite generator with the horse. We'll see. See what we can make work here. Ida, the horse is here. We're gonna do this. I don't think we got any soul hearts for that. You don't gotta worry about any stat. Even if you get a bad item like that, it really doesn't matter. Also, that would kind of counteract with whatever we got going on. Because if we kill things with the orbital, it won't count towards Serpent's Kiss like it has been. If you can see, whenever we're killing things with the horse, we are getting some possible black soul hearts, but that's because we're killing things with Isaac's hitbox. That's kind of what gives us the or at least a chance to get a Serpent's Kiss proc. But if we have an orbital, then the chances of that go down by a pretty good amount because we're killing things with the orbital, not Isaac. Part of me just wants to black heart bomb everything. Also, where's the door? Oh. Prefer not to do that, but I'm a little lazy. Very, very big room here. Get another soul heart though. Let's try this out. We got the. Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so you can see it's kind of like. I'm not gonna say it's like super consistent, but like it does happen more often than people give it credit for, dude. Like Serpent's Kiss can do a lot if you like have the proper items to pair with it. Like I said, if we had the Book of Shadows with the 4.5 fall, we could have easily just had never-ending HP. But even then, we also don't need a lot of anything else. Oh, I want a Capricorn. Yeah, let's do Hush real quick. We do have a lot of keys that we can actually open. Yes, we are gonna take acid here, and I think we'll save that for a bit. And well, Damocles is not gonna matter. We can actually try to get rid of these rocks here, see if we can find a cross space. The sulfuric acid allowing us to break rocks. Doing the UK shank. Give the little. Now we might be able to generate a button. No. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Oh, look at that. We don't got to do it. All right. We'll take that, sure. Take the battery. Take that. Take that. Take that. Yep. All right. Well, happy day. So I'm telling you to always look for cross spaces when you fight Hush, especially. If you fight Hush, look for a cross space. There's no reason for you not to do that. There are literally where's this dude now? I feel like I find a cross space in that room or one of those rooms like 60% of the time. Like it's crazy. Alright, so I think we're heading in the right direction here. Look how much damage that dude takes, man. I hate the armor on some of these enemies. We're like out of our minds strong, and this dude is still tanking like a lot of our damage. Do we need a bomb? Probably not. We'll use it. I forgot we had the stopwatch. Oh my lord. All right. Curse of the Lost. All right. Ooh, you know we're taking backstabber here. I mean we can take all of these. It's not gonna cost us anything, and it's not gonna cost us any speed downs as well. So that guy just exploded. My god. Actually pretty impressive. How much damage we got going on? What boss was that? I didn't even notice. And any item we find is gonna be just icing on the cake. Look at that. Wow. That guy didn't even spawn the two of the fallen. So apparently exploding enemies are kind of our weakness here. Okay. He apparently hit us before he even was able to attack. Interesting. Apparently we're hitting the wrong way. So yeah, backstabber is also like super strong with Mom's knife, obviously, for obvious reasons I don't think I have to explain. Kind of weird because people were very weird on backstabber for a long time, and I don't know why people didn't like it. Like, I really don't see a way or a world in which it's not a good item. We're just gonna stand here and just end the lamb real quick, but it's such a good item. But anyways, guys, that is gonna be it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that like and sub button so you don't miss any more of my future Isaac content, and like always, I will see you all in the next video. Later.